boys, today we are going to configure my 2024 Mustang GT.
By the way, if you guys like motorcycles, Mustangs, and man stuff, go ahead and hit that subscribe. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up to help the channel out. Consider buying your host a coffee with that super thanks button down there.
Formalities aside, let's do work.
We're using this cool site here. It is modernmusclecars.de. It's a site in Germany, and they've somehow, with their computer wizardry, allowed us to configure at least the cosmetic aspects of our 2024 Mustang GTs. I heard about this from Stang Mode. I highly recommend checking out his channel as well. Okay, so this is in Deutsch. We're going to change this to English. Shout out to my boy Detlef over there in Germany. Hope you're getting in some good motorcycle rides at the end of the season. We're going to change this from EU to US. Takes a second to load. We start off here with the Eco Boost, and we're going to obviously change that to GT. You also have the option of going into the Dark Horse here. I am going to be, God willing, buying the GT, and it's going to be murdered out, which we're about to do together. Let's murder this car out. There are some other cool options that they have in here, such as including the Dark Horse spoiler on the GT, which would be an awesome feature. I hope that we can do that. Ford, pay attention. We got the fastback. You got convertible fastback. Obviously, we're using the fastback. All right, here's the colors. You got Atlas Blue, Blue Ember, Carbonized Gray. I'll let you guys read these on your own, but of course, yours truly is going for Shadow Black in order to properly murder out this Mustang. You know how your boy likes it? Okay, so for the rims, you can change it from, they got all kinds of different colors in here. I'm just going to show you Eco Boost Bronze. Actually, it looks pretty sick. We're going to go to black. We're going to go to 19 GT Black. So this is a pretty cool site. I don't know how they did it. They're obviously gurus at taking the images from Ford and then superimposing their own colors on them or whatever. You can also get a view from the back of the car here. Let's go back to the front view here. And so there's GT Black rims. Let's take a look at the Dark Horse Black. Okay, so that did actually allow us to put the Dark Horse rims on the Mustang GT, which I don't think is going to be an option from Ford, but who knows? They said you can customize the car however you want. But for now, we're going to go GT Black. It does look pretty sick with those Dark Horse rims, though. I do like the Dark Horse rims better because these are so intricate. Like I said in my last video, they're very hard to clean. License plate? No. Okay, so no license plate, big improvement. You can do lowering, low, or lower. I'm not going to lower the car. No spacers, but you can do spacers. You can do wide or wider. Right now it has the Dark Horse rear spoiler. We're going to change that to the GT spoiler because that's what comes stock. I don't think Ford is going to allow us to spec the Dark Horse spoiler, but I could be wrong. There's what that looks like. It's looking pretty sick so far. Let's go ahead and change that back to the Dark Horse just to compare. It takes a second to load here. Yeah, the Dark Horse spoiler is where it's at. So if I can't get that stock, I'm going to go ahead and get that through the aftermarket. For now, we're just going to use the GT spoiler. Let's go back over to the front view here. What do you guys think about the brake calipers? I know they're coming stock in blue, but if they do allow you to change the colors, which I'm hoping because a murdered out car is going to look dumb with blue calipers, you can go red, silver. Let's see what silver looks like. Red is pretty sick, but it's been done so many times. I think I might just go black, all black. There's silver. Let's go ahead and just change that to black. Maybe red. I mean, red is still awesome. Red calipers are still awesome. But for now, in order to properly murder this beautiful car out, we're going to go ahead and choose black. Okay, rear lights. Let's go ahead and switch to the rear view here. What do you guys think? In a properly murdered out car, those are going to be black. Let's take a look at what that looks like. So, I don't know, I think that looks good. It's more kind of like the lights themselves are more grayed out here. I think that looks pretty sick, but there might be a better option. Let's look at tinted. Okay, so this is what tinted looks like. Tinted looks pretty good. What do you guys think of that? How about white? I understand that you guys over there in Europe have the white and you guys always like to switch to the red, and we have the red and we always like to switch to the white over here in America. The grass is always greener, huh, fellas? White looks pretty sick, although it looks like kind of looks like a zombie. It's a pretty cool zombie though. I'm gonna go ahead and choose tinted for this build because you get that little bit of red still in there. I think that looks hot. Let me know what you guys think. All right, emblems, I'm gonna change them to black. So we changed to 5.0. I like how we retain that little bit of red in there for the dot. Like how the pony badge is dark in front there. Okay, side marker, OEM or black. What is the side marker? Decals. Okay, so you have dual stripe, single stripe, and Dark Horse decals. Let's see what dual stripes looks like. I think you might have to choose a color here first. Yeah, I'm not seeing any stripes. Let's go decal color. Maybe that'll do it. I don't know. Let's start with race red, see if that does anything. Oh, there it is. Okay, so you had to choose a color. Let's see what shadow black looks like if you probably can't even see it. I might not get any of these, but let's experiment just a little bit here. What color do you guys think here? Dark matter gray. How about that? That looks pretty hot right there. It's a little bit subtle. Let's see what it looks like from the back. It's pretty cool how this website does this. let you build out your car. For those of us who are so excited that we can't wait, and for those of us who love to talk about Mustangs. I don't know, guys. I'm thinking that I like these gray stripes here. A yellow splash just for the fun of it. It's pretty cool. Looks like an angry bee. That's actually pretty hot right there, I gotta tell you. And I don't necessarily have to murder out the whole car. I just want most of it to be black. All right, we're gonna settle down on dark matter gray. Leave your comments below because this is gonna be your Mustang. It's gonna be the Rated R Cars family's Mustang. All right, let's go to mirror color. You can actually change the color of your mirrors, which is pretty cool. I don't think we need to do that, but let's just see what it looks like. Let's go dark matter gray. Okay, not much of a difference. Just for the fun of it, let's try something else like a race red. See what that looks like. I don't know that this is going to be an option at Ford, but you could always have it painted. Don't like the look. All right, we're going to go ahead and just choose shadow black. All right, next we're going to take a look at the rear spoiler color. And again, I don't think we're going to need to change that, but let's just for the fun of it go to dark matter gray. Okay, let's get a view from the back. Gives a little bit of contrast there. It's pretty cool, but we're going to go ahead and just keep that at shadow black. Okay, looking good. Roof color, you can have black, but it's already black, so I don't need to worry about that. Rear panel, let's just go straight to black full here. Okay, I'm not seeing anything different, so I'm gonna just go ahead and assume that that would be different if you had a different color car. Let's test that theory out. Oh, this is the trunk lid. Change that back to rear panel, and if it turns blue, then we have confirmed that theory. Okay, so that's what they meant by the rear panel. Okay, so pretty cool. Again, I don't know if this is actually going to be customizable like this on Ford's official website, but let's go back to our shadow black car. All right, boys, so there she is, the murdered out 2024 Mustang GT. If I did have my way, I am going to get the Dark Horse rear spoiler on there or go for an aftermarket spoiler that is equally as aggressive, because I do think that the rear end of the Mustang GT, the S650, is a little bit small compared to the rest of the car, and I think that that aggressive spoiler fills out the back end nicely and just sort of balances it out. So this is what I would do here. Here's what my car would look like, assuming we have all of these options. I think it looks pretty sick. The car's definitely grown on me. I think it is an improvement over the S550. My next video is going to be what we love about the S650, because we do love the S650. Yeah, it's a marginal improvement over the S550. You know, it's not leaps and bounds. It's not as exciting as it could be, but some of the commenters mentioned that there's shored up internals. The internals are stronger to provide more modding capability to the car. I'm actually happy with engine improvements overall than I am with all this cosmetic stuff, but I think the car looks good. Dark Horse. Here's what the Dark Horse looks like murdered out. Let's take a little look at that. Pretty cool. Alright guys, so just a fun little video to see what our murdered out Mustang S650 is going to look like. This is what it's going to look like, except of course we're going to have the windows tinted. Anyway, pretty cool tool. If you want to check it out, I'm going to link it in the description below. Always remember the motto, always be kinder than necessary, and I will see you in the next one.